Hey there.
Back again.
Hey there, we're back again at Angelo's Pizza in downtown Downers Grove. MakingRealEstateFun.com. I'm Keith Hoffman, Taji Clark, and Ray Manuel. And Kevin O'Flaherty has ditched us today. But we just wanted to talk a little about home security. We have an expert here, Taji Clark. He can help us with a little knowledge on it. So Taji, tell us a little what's happened.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Well, I don't know, expert. I'm an expert in terms of real estate, but in terms of home security, so I'm partnered with a company called Vivint, which is a home security and home automation company, and they are growing leaps and bounds in terms of occupying the home security and home automation space. So used to be, you'd have a home security system, and if a door was opened or a window was broken, your alarm would go off, and all of that stuff. That's what people are used to. Now, for that same type of a situation, at least with where Vivint comes into play, is if that happens, I've got the system installed at my house. The company, Vivint, they have 24/7 monitoring. Somebody will actually call on the panel. There's a panel that goes, they call it the Sky Panel. Somebody will call in on the panel and ask, is everything okay? Just to make sure that whoever is in the home and that the homeowners that are there are okay, everything is okay.
So how do they know that it's the real people? Is there like a security?
I'm sure there's like a password.
Security password?
Exactly.
Okay.
So you set that up when you set up the system, and that's how they know that it is, it's the homeowner or whoever
Sure.
it is that's got access to the system.
Okay.
So, funny story about that. So I've got my in-laws have the system at their home, and it was early morning. We would go over there in the morning, bring the kids by, have breakfast, and all of that stuff. And so my mother-in-law was cooking breakfast, and started to get kind of smoky in the house, and so the smoke detector ended up going off. And within 2 seconds, I kid you not, within 2 seconds, somebody's calling on the panel. Is everything okay? And we're like, no, we're just frying bacon. It's smoky. We're okay.
Oh, so it kind of coincides with like the fire, or the smoke detectors and stuff?
Yeah,
That's cool.
and the cool thing about it is you can customize the system however you want. Like some people like to have, front door cameras or doorbell cameras that start recording anytime somebody steps up to the door. Or you can incorporate your carbon monoxide and your smoke detectors into the system. Cameras. You can lock your doors from your cell phone. You can open and close your garage door from your cell phone. You can, there's just so many things. You can adjust your thermostat and just so many different things that you can do with the system. It's pretty incredible.
So, it's funny because Amazon, delivers, and they sit there and they ring the doorbell, and if you're not home, they just leave the package on there.
Right.
And so these security cameras take the picture of who's taken that, package.
Yeah.
Problem is nobody knows who they are.
Yeah. Well.
But it's on there so that they can find out who they are.
Yeah. The crazy thing is like, the same in-laws. My father-in-law was at my house. This is probably a week or two ago. Sitting on our couch. So somebody goes up to his door, and anytime anybody goes up and rings the doorbell, he gets an alert on his phone.
Oh,
That's neat.
yeah. They got commercials for that.
Right. So his phone goes off. He picks up his phone, and then he can have a conversation with the individual that's at his doorstep from his cell phone. So he was thinking the guy that is at his doorstep, a friend of his that just dropped by, probably thought he was, he's like, I'm not there. So the way it probably felt was like he's actually there, but
Right. I don't want to see you. Right.
But yeah, he's sitting on my couch and he's having a conversation with his friend. I'm not there. I apologize. I didn't know you were stopping by. It was just really cool.
It cracks me up because, on those commercials, the guy goes, oh, I see you, drop the package. And the guy's like, I'm not going to drop the package. You're not even at home. So, but the security issues are really important these days, I know. And I think insurance for the home is better if you have a home security.
Yeah, I think you get a discount.
Right?
Yeah,
for
most
insurance.
companies that I talk to, because I've got referral relationships with a lot of insurance, brokers and insurance agents, and anywhere between 5 and 10% savings on your home insurance.
So there you go.
when have a home security
It's worth it
system.
right there.
Absolutely.
So does everybody that gets it, do they have the same basic package and then they add things, or do they just, is it like
Yeah, like an a la carte thing
A la
where
carte?
you can get
It's a la
doorbell
carte.
stuff,
Yeah.
or
It's-
cameras, interior, exterior cameras and stuff.
But
like
it's
that.
so worth it, right?
Yeah, it's completely customizable. So, and just like, you know, everybody's different. Every home is different. So
Right.
different in terms of square footage, different in terms of how many doors you have, how many windows, and all of that stuff. So, depending on, you know, where you want certain things to be placed and all of that, you just pick and choose what makes the most sense. Like some people, you know, want to have a thermostat system that they can control from their phone. Some people don't want that. Some people want to be able to control their lights and stuff from their, you know, from wherever they are. Some people don't want that. Some people want to control their liquor cabinets or medicine cabinets and things like that. And so it just depends on, you know, what you want.
I'd like to control my dog from barking. Stop barking, you know.
We haven't quite
So, but
developed
you-
that technology yet.
But you have it at your house, right?
I do.
So you could tell everybody your address and you don't have a problem, right?
No, I don't know that, but
So are you like one of those where you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you've got like 6 screens and just checking out to see what's going on in the neighborhood and stuff?
I can do it from my phone. I don't even need 6 screens. I'm just-
Wow, he lays in bed and checks it out. His wife thinks he's watching something wrong, but he's watching the outside.
I can always make sure that nothing is
Well, that's good.
nothing going on crazy from my.
Well, it is important to have a home security system, one way or another,
I agree.
you know.
That's pretty good as a, I guess, a selling technique too, because when you're representing a buyer at a purchase, you can say, hey, congratulations on your house. I also, you know, can offer this home security thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So how much does it cost? As a basic, let's just say somebody that's an average buyer of a home that wants to put in a security system. What's it cost, $50, $100 a month?
No, it's not that expensive. They start as low as $39, $39.99 a month, and go up from there depending on, you know, what kind of equipment you have and whether
Right.
or not. So, with our system, if you pay the equipment off at the top, then you only pay the monitoring fee. And
So you
it's,
buy the equipment themselves, or you can lease it,
Or you can-
pay for it on a monthly basis?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
And that's typical, right?
Every company is different, so I'm not sure how, you know, some of these other companies do it. I know some of these other companies, you know, have you be in a contract. We don't have. You're not in a contract if you pay the equipment off. You're only in a contract as long as you're still paying on your equipment. So,
Gotcha.
you know, that's one thing that kind of separates us two.
Okay.
That's cool.
So, yeah,
Where's Vivint? Where's their headquarters?
good
Do
question.
you know?
That part I'm not sure. I know it's.
It's on the other end of that little telephone, little video thing that says, hey, what's happening? That's
It's
where they
crazy
are.
that, I mean, just technology as a whole, they can monitor everything in your house, you know,
Yeah.
security-wise, but, I mean, not Vivint, you know, exclusively, but any security system, they can technically
Yeah.
invade your privacy, couldn't they?
Everybody, I mean, on, the
I mean, I
on
guess
your
that's like-
televisions, on your
television,
smart
on your
TVs
phone,
and things, you know?
It's just
Computers,
crazy how the
all
world
that.
is, you know, Alexa and
Alexa.
and the Google Home,
Yeah.
and, you know, everything, it's just
My wife is
crazy.
always, Alexa, tell me this. Alexa, tell me that. And, you know, I'm thinking, like, you could look at it on your phone, like, what's the weather today? But
Yeah.
Alexa tells you that.
Another cool feature with Vivint is you can incorporate the Alexa and some of these other, I think Google's got one and these other companies have one. You can
Right.
incorporate that into your home security system, which is pretty sweet too.
Oh, that's
Cool.
cool.
And you asked about where they're located. Not 100% sure where they're located, but I know it's US based. So anytime the monitoring system is engaged, you know, you're talking to someone that's, you know, US based and it's, you know,
So they can actually get in touch with the fire department or police department, and they could be there in a second.
absolutely.
Well, a little more than a second.
Absolutely.
Cool.
So,
Very
yeah.
cool.
Excellent. Well, I think it's really important stuff that we're talking about today, home security systems, and, you know, I appreciate it, Taji, filling us in a little on what's happening, and, you know, Ray and I, we're like novices when it comes to that, but either way,
True.
it's real important. So,
Absolutely, yeah.
We appreciate it.
No problem. My
Yeah,
pleasure.
thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for registering on makingrealestatefun.com. We appreciate it, and we hope you get some value from the content that we share here on the site. If any of us could be of service to you, feel free to reach out to any one of us on the website. We're also all across social media. You can reach out to us on social media. Our phone numbers, websites, email addresses are all there, and hope to hear from you soon.
Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, give us a review on iTunes, or even subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks again.
All right.
Cheers.
Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers.